Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go. 61, match box, right.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got it.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, exit.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Jack Fury.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The Niners at 4-9 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Needle. Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust. Is
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And Lance now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action now. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, break.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Spike 60. Mega. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
3-3. Trouble 38. Still, chest stiff, green jack.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
52. Slide through. Blaster, 6.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Johnson's got it complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On the double.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Here we go. Hey, whoa.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
McCaffrey not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Drake Jackson. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Check pink. Ultra.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Strike. Let's go. Charge. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hey, go steal. Ready?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because...
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
43 rail. Chop. 17. Hey, go Fury. Rail. Yellow. Opposite. Green. Beetle blue. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin, and he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports from the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Working from the gun, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Touchdown, Washington!
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Drill, 52. Yellow, line. Hey, check mega. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
10. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Striker. Check striker. Set fire.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
52 blaster. Check two. Hut.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Set, hut. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he comes back with one complete.
Ready?
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, able to avoid him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
43 rail. Mega. Hut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Chop, 17. Steal, check, steal. Fury, yellow. Steal, black. Check, white. Red, cycle.
The Lance going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
560. Switch, yellow. Smash.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
From the 22, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Come on, 38. Drill, 52. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Gets this one to use check. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards
Ready,
there. 4th and 3.
Go, 10.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ultra. 52 Blaster. Striker. Set, hut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
22 needle.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Smash, red, blue striker. Ready.
Here's Lance. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Desperation time here. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Lawrence will throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ball's red. Shot, 17. Hey, go steal. Hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, ready.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Hey, go Fury.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Washington on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready, break.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On the double.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
You got bombers. You got bombers.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, boy. Hey, stop.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Commanders, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story.